We don't have anything right now, Vinny.
Right. But again, I'm disagreeing. Let me bring in Neama, former federal prosecutor. We don't necessarily need cause. We need manner of death, right? Manner of death would be very helpful, right? It's got to be homicide. But I don't think there's any other manners that are kind of in play here. I mean, you really think someone's going to believe it was an accident if it was both children? Both children, and they're buried in the backyard? Doesn't sound like an accident to me. Natural causes, a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old, both natural. That doesn't sound reasonable to me. Suicide? No, that's off the table. What's left? Homicide, Neama.
Vinny, this is murder, plain and simple. And you know how I feel. I mean, there's no question in my mind that Chad and Lori Daybell killed their 2 children. The bodies are buried in the backyard. These are 2 individuals that have not only not helped in the search of their children who have been missing since September, have been reported missing since November. During this 7 months, you're talking about mom, stepdad who have repeatedly lied to law enforcement, lied to others. There's no question in my mind that they murdered their children. And it's really the only question that remains is how did they do it? And why did it take law enforcement so long to execute that search warrant at Chad Daybell's house? And why are they waiting to charge Lori and Chad with murder? That's the question.
Well, they're waiting because there's no evidence yet. No evidence.
Yeah. Exactly. There's no evidence that Lori or Chad actually committed the murder. The autopsy, of course, from what you said, Vinny, I agree with you on that point that, of course, it's going to show that these children were murdered. They certainly didn't die of natural causes. But what the prosecution's problem is going to be is proving that Lori Daybell killed her children or that Chad killed those children. It's circumstantial, and they may not have direct evidence to show that they actually are the ones who committed the murder.
There's plenty of circumstantial evidence.
It could be Uncle Alex who's dead.
There's plenty of circumstantial evidence that they killed their kids. Everyone that has anything to do with Chad and Lori end up dead. You don't need direct evidence. Well, absolutely. I mean,
there are people dropping dead all around them. That's true. We know that, but we know that Lori is charged with abandoning the children, that she left them. So let's say she left them somewhere. Someone else could have killed them.
She left them in her husband's backyard, buried in the backyard.
No. But she could have left them with people from the cult, people from his cult, or she could say that she left them with him because they may turn on each other. Maybe she's going to say, I didn't know.
She lied at every step of the way. She's lied about the whereabouts of her children. She's even lied about having children.
There have been
just because she's a liar doesn't mean she's a murderer.
Exactly.
Dwayne Cates, I'll give you the last word. Dwayne Cates, you get the last word. Go ahead.
Just because she lies about everything doesn't mean that she's a murderer. And and one or both of these people could have killed the children, or neither of them. There's virtually no evidence at this time that anybody killed these children. I mean, you got to wait till the evidence.
You know what
There's
it could be, Dwayne?
Presumption of innocence.
Could be the person who framed Scott Peterson, right? They've been on the loose for years. All right.
It could be.
We've got more to get to.
Murderer too, but there's one out there.
Yeah.
Vinny, don't forget what happened with your favorite case of Casey Anthony. Vinny, don't forget that.
Wait. I almost don't say those 2 words. Do not utter those 2 words. When we come back.
It could be.